we are going to get into purpose. We are going to get into purpose. And one of the things that I highlighted before when y'all couldn't hear me was the fact that I speak about purpose and calling as two separate things. And there's a lot of times that people use these terms interchangeably. And I'm going to talk to y'all about this because they're two separate things, right? Well, they're two separate things. So I'm going to leave y'all with 3 points. 3 points. So like I said, if y'all don't have the workbook, y'all haven't pull it out now because I'm going to need you to write these things down, okay? So I don't play with the time. All right, so the first point that I want to highlight is that purpose is not tied to a career. So just like I said, a lot of times we use this calling word and purpose interchangeably of where we're saying, and I've heard it so many times, I was guilty of it too. I did the same thing. I just want to know my purpose, man. I just want to know my purpose in life. I speak to so many people that are saying that. I'm just trying to find my purpose. There is no finding. Your purpose is the very essence of you. So I'm going to go to the definitions, right? So we're going to pull this out and we're going to make it clear. All right. So here it is. Calling. The definition of a calling is a strong urge toward a particular way of life or career or vocation. And then we go to purpose is the reason for which something is done or created or for whom something exists. So when we tie our purpose to a career, or we're trying to find out why we were created and we're attaching that to something that we're supposed to be doing in the world as far as our career, as far as starting a business, whether we're supposed to be an actor, whether we're supposed to be singing, whatever it may be, you are doing yourself a disservice. The reason why you were created is not solely to do those things. And when we sit there and focus on just that, and we focus on what is that one thing that I was created to do, we neglect everything else, and we forget the fact and look over the fact that our purpose is actually becoming more of us. We were created because there is no one like us. You were created because there was no one like you. And I want you to really internalize that, because what you have inside of you is very special. What you have, the very essence of your being, no one can touch that. No one can match that. There is no one now who is ever like you, and there is no one who will ever be like you. So you just simply being you is that special ingredient, is that special sauce. And I want you to own that. Instead of you trying to find your calling, instead of you trying to find your purpose, know that your purpose is you. Is growing into who you are and who you are supposed to become, and becoming that person, because that is how you honor God. That is how you honor yourself. That is how you honor the people that are tied to you. We can't get lost in trying to find that purpose. That purpose is you. And if there's anything that sticks from what I'm saying, I want you to leave out of here knowing that my purpose is me. And this is my time. Just like they've been saying, this is my time. I don't have to wait to discover my purpose. My purpose isn't tied to a career. My purpose isn't tied to when I am on stages and people know my name. My purpose isn't tied to a spouse or when I have kids, because the thing is that when you don't have that job, where's your purpose? What's your purpose? When you don't have that spouse, what's your purpose? When you don't have those kids, what's your purpose? I want you to know that despite all these things, you still have purpose. You don't have that spouse, you still have purpose. You ain't start that business, you still have purpose. You got fired from your job, you still have purpose. Your purpose is you. So if we can just internalize that and live in that and walk confidently in that, I am telling you, you are going to be serving and impacting the world just being you. We've got to understand how powerful we are and how special and uniquely tailored we are. And that the space that you feel is a space that no one else can. So this leads me to my next point of you have an obligation to choose purpose. And I use the word obligation because it is a mandate. It is something that we need. If you follow me anywhere, you know that I always say we need you. We need you. I don't just say that because I just want to be nice. I don't just say that because I just want to pat your back and make you feel all warm and tingly. I am telling you the truth. We need who you are, and we need you to step up to the plate, because whether or not you understand or know this, there are people that are attached to you. There are people that God said, okay, I'm going to place you with this person. This is the person that is going to help you, whether or not you know this. Your audience that you're looking for, or looking for people that are supporting you, they are already picked out. They're already there. That thing that you're working on doing and finding and waiting until you get to this spot to really show out. No, the time is now. The time is now for you to show up and show out, because this is something that we need. And so I am going to tell you, it's almost similar to that of a tree, right? So we've got these seeds that are planted, and this tree comes about, and it's just bearing all this fruit, right? And then what happens when we've got the fruit? There's people that come and they pick it and they eat it and they enjoy it and they share it with other people. And then you have seeds that are within the fruit, and they can take that and now plant these seeds, and they can make several more. And I'm going to tell you, I was reading about the papaya, right? So you take about 5 seeds and plant those bad boys, right? And so they'll spring out. And of course, the name of the game of gardening, which I'm learning, because I'm not a gardener, okay? I am learning. So the name of the game here is like the strongest, will survive, okay? So we plant those 5 and we see which one is going to weather the storm. And so we have this tree that pops up, and it's just awesome, right? We've got this tree. And so that one plant will yield about 100 papayas, okay? And so when we take one papaya off, you know how many seeds are in that? It's hundreds of seeds. But you're telling me that only out of 5 seeds, I have 100 papayas, which now I can just take one of those, and I can take another 5, and I can make 100 more. That's not even using the rest of the hundreds of seeds that you're putting to the side. This is what you are. You are that plant. You are that tree. You have seeds within you that other people are wanting to eat. They want the stuff that you are going to bear. They want your fruit. Your fruit is juicy, honey. We can't get it anywhere else but with you, but in you. So if you keep that to yourself and you're sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know my purpose. I don't have a purpose here on this earth. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in life and this, that, and other. And you're allowing yourself to be brought down from that. You are only doing yourself a disservice and every single person that is attached to you. We want the fruit, honey. I want the fruit. I want to eat it. I'm hungry. I need it. There are other people who need it. So if you do that and you grow into that plant, you grow into that tree, and you become that highest and best self, and that is your purpose in growing into who you're supposed to be becoming, and continually doing that, the more you evolve, and the more the people around you evolve as well. And so not only are you doing yourself a service, right? And you're becoming your highest and best self. And that's leading you to all the things that God has in store for you. It's also having where people now are eating from you, and they're getting the stuff that they need to now go out and do the things that they've been called to do. And now they can elevate and they can evolve into who they are supposed to become. This is how it works. It's a domino effect. So you can't be greedy, and you can't be stingy, and you can't be walking around in your limiting beliefs and be thinking, okay, I'm just going to hold this because I'm not comfortable right now. I don't know what I bring to the table. I don't know if I am worthy. I don't know if I'm enough. Honey, you are enough just being you. There's nothing else. You just need to become more of you. So that's going to lead me to my third and final point, right? So purpose will lead you to your calling if you allow it to. But you've got to understand and you've got to remember that your limiting beliefs, your past, and what you're thinking of yourself in a negative way can't travel with you. Those things are only going to be roadblocks on your way to your calling. We're going to need you to abandon those things as you're walking and you're evolving into your purpose, right? And you're growing into your purpose. When you become more of yourself, when you allow that highest and best self to come out, that is when we're shedding our limiting beliefs. That is when we're shedding our fears. That is where we're shedding the cares and concerns about other people and what they're thinking about us. That is when we are really living our best life. Just like Grace Ann said, honey, if you close your eyes and you determine that, wait a minute, I am all up in my comfort zone and I need to burst out. This is how you burst out. Who is that person? Who is that highest and best self? What is that excellence that Grace Ann was talking about that you can bring to the table that only you can? You have that special sauce, that spice. You know how we try to duplicate restaurants, their food, their recipes, right? And something is just off. Like it never tastes the exact same. Now, honey, you could do it better, right? Sometimes you can do it better if you're a chef. Sometimes it's not going to quite hit the mark, but it's always something that is different. It is never where you just hit it and you're like, damn, that is the exact thing. Everybody puts their own spin on it. You are the spin. You are that special ingredient that is missing that nobody can duplicate. Nobody has what you have, and we've got to understand that and own it. And that will help you when you're walking in your calling and to be confident when you're walking in your calling. And knowing that, honey, I am the table. You do not have to bring a seat to the table, honey. You are the table. You got to walk in that. And when you walk in that and you embrace it, that will lead you to your calling. That will lead you to the thing that you are actually designed to do that would, I guess, accentuate your purpose and will bring all of that out. And it's just like the best area for you to just like live it out and just do it. And the people that are connected to you, they can find you there. This is what it's all about. But we got to understand, love. What people are thinking, even what you are thinking, if it's something that is limiting you, put that in the back seat. Put that in the back seat. Your past, put that in the back seat. Your past, your present, it doesn't matter. You can always change. You can always pick up and say, you know what, I want to do something different. I want to change. I want to live out. I want to live in my purpose. I want to evolve. I want to become that highest and best self. I want to live in the realm of excellence because that is what I am. And that is what I've been destined to do and to become. And that is who God created me to be, is excellence. He doesn't put his hands on anything that is up below excellence. You've got it written all over you. So we've got to abandon those limiting beliefs, those negative thoughts, those worries and concerns about what people are thinking. Because I'm going to tell you this, what people are thinking, their perceptions, their what they think about you, their thoughts about you. Those things have no bearing on what it is that you can be, what it is that you can do. And they are not touching your purpose. They are not touching your calling. So, and those things, the perceptions, the thoughts, those things can change in an instant. So when it comes to pivoting, when it comes to you saying, okay, well, they've known me as this. I really messed up in my past. So what are people going to say when I step out and I try to do something different? Because then they're going to be like, well, no, you did this, so you can't change. You can't do this. I'm telling you right now, if that is the case and that is you, do it and show them, because I am telling you, just as quickly as they think something of you today, in a month, you can change that. I've seen it done in my own life. 1 second, I am posting things and I am a full-blown investor, right? That's all people know me as. And then I pivot and I'm a realtor. That's what people know me as. So then now I'm getting referrals and people are talking to me about buying homes and they're sending people my way and they're calling me. And then I pivot again and I said, okay, well, I'm getting pulled in the direction of speaking. So I'm going to speak. And those are the things that I put out. I didn't put out anything about houses anymore. I just changed. And I know they don't recommend that, but honey, I don't care. I don't care. So that's what I did. I changed. And I was worried about what people would think and how I would be perceived, but I did it anyway. And I tell you this, after a little bit, I don't even know if it took a month. Then all of a sudden I'm known as a speaker. And people are calling me to speak. This is what I'm saying. If you are allowing limiting beliefs, even your thoughts or what other people are going to think about you, to hold you back, you are doing yourself a disservice. And I will say this again, and everyone else that is tied to you. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter what you think about yourself. Honey, just do it. Walk in it. Walk confidently in it. Know that you have that special sauce. Know that you put your name on it and no one else can fill that space. No one else can be you. You bring what you bring to the table, and that is you, your very essence. Walk in your purpose, and your calling will find you. You will walk directly in it, but just keep going. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. I don't care if you don't see the step. I'm telling you, once you step out, you will see the step, and then you will see the next step, and the next step. And the more you go, and the more you're walking, the more you'll discover that you will be more confident. So when the next thing that you're told to do, you start doing it. You start doing it because you already know that the steps appear as I walk. There is always going to be something there to catch me. I will never fall. I will never falter. I will never fail. So I will continue to walk in my excellence. I will continue to demand abundance because that is what I was created to receive, honey. I will continue to walk in peace because that is my birthright. Joy, I will continue to be and live and be in the moment as I'm going through this process because this is what I was created to do. And I will not allow anything or anyone to hold me back. So this is the thing that I'm going to leave you with, y'all. I hope that y'all got something out of here, right? Y'all better have something written down in your papers. So it's almost 3:30. I know that my time is running up. So this may have been the first time that you heard me speak, but honey, this will not be the last, okay? Again, my name is Christina Thomas, and I hope that I'm going to see y'all soon, all right?